Okay, so I got a few announcements in this. Um, I try not to have announcements, but it just happens. So, announcement number one, I want to redo What If Deku was in a zombie apocalypse, but there's going to be a twist. I might as well just spoil it because I spoiled it in like all my other takes because it's take like five. He's going to be a zombie. Yeah, he's going to be a zombie, but he's still going to be able to talk and like he's going to need brains. And know that TV show Zombies? It's going to kind of be like that, but it's going to be a whole zombie apocalypse, and I'll explain it later. But I'll explain it if y'all want to redo. So for the redo to happen, I need at least 5 or even 4 likes because I have those standards, and I need 1 or 2 comments, saying redo. If nobody comments redo and this video gets to 4 likes, I will do the redo anyway. It's just because like I want to do a poll, but we're not at 1,000 yet. So, because it would be so much easier to do a poll, because I'll have the poll saying, "What if Deku was something?" or "What if what if Deku was in a zombie apocalypse redo?" And that "What if Deku was something?" I know what it would be, but you know. So I just can't wait till we get to 1,000 because polls are going to be my savior. Because I won't have no announcements after that because I'll just be able to post it in the community tab. But that's besides the point. Oh, and to the person that gives me pictures, thanks for the picture. Yeah, I got it. It looks amazing. Again, oh my god. I can't wait to use that because I know exactly when I'm going to use it. I might have to make Deku a little bit of a vigilante in this. I don't know if I said I was going to do that, but yeah, he might have to be a little bit of a vigilante for this what if to work, that what if to work. Anyway, I think I'm done with my announcements for once, and I haven't got interrupted. Okay. Where I decided to leave. No, actually, I got one more. I was rewatching my videos like I do to know where I like left off and just to reflect and see if I can improve. And I realized I said Deku was Deku heard the explosion, then he jumped down. I mean, he seen the smoke and he thought it was a fire or something, and then he ran down. And then I realized I never explained how Deku got like how Deku's quirk worked. Basically, since he can't hear or control his quirk, I can't speak. What happens is he can use his quirk like this. They vibrates from your bones or your muscles or whatever you want to say. He can use that to make a. He basically can times it by 10 or even 30 or even 100, whatever you want to say, and make a sound wave, basically, or a basically sound wave, explosion of sound or whatever. I forgot what it's called, a nuclear blast of sound or whatever, something like that. Sound sound bomb. I forgot the actual word for it. Not. I want to say it, but I forgot it, and it's getting on my nerves. So let's just drop that subject. With that, we can actually get into this video because I don't have nowhere to leave off. So on Deku's first day, well not first day, but on Deku's going to the entrance exam, he decides to automatically let everybody know he's deaf. Well, try to let as many people as possible know he's deaf. So he puts on his shirt in like this handwriting. My name's Azuki. He just says, my name's Azuki Midoriya, and I can't hear, and I barely I can talk decently, but not too good. And that's really all he says. When you realize you got a Wish email and you want to delete it, but you don't want to pick up your phone, that's just so annoying. I hate when that happens in the middle of a video. I would get a text, like my mom would get a text message or an email. You'll just have to sit there because I don't feel like deleting it. That's besides the point. Okay. Let me see how much time I have left so I know if I need to speed up or slow down. I have 10 minutes. I kind of want to speed up then. Okay, so since Deku has lived in the woods for 4 years, he doesn't know how to well, he's not that smart. But in the anime in general, I like making him smart. So since he's generally smart, he will get a just barely passing grade, only having the smarts of a, well, only technologically, well, in school logic, because I can't speak for shit. Basically, in school logic, he only has the knowledge of a 4 year old, but in actual logic, he has the smarts of, let's say, a person in sixth grade instead of a person in high school. I think they're in. It's making you in a college, so he has the smarts of a fifth grader, and he's going to college right now. So when I say we time skip 11 years, I mean we time skip until he's 18. So when he was 4, so time skip 15, time skip 11, so time skip 14 years. Yeah, he's yeah, 14 years. Okay, I'm decent at math, not good, but I'm decent because that was in my head. So I'm decent. I can. Nah, we're not here to talk about how good I am at math. Let's just get into this. What if I'm rambling again? I haven't did that in a minute. Dear God. Okay, let's. Oh, I forgot to say, if y'all get to, oh my God, I'm rambling, but whatever. If you get to top, mean, if y'all get to 5 likes or 10 likes, let's say in, I'll give this video 7 hours. The what if will be posted. What if that you was, the what if that you was in the zombie apocalypse redo will come out like as soon as possible. So 5-10 likes, it will come out as soon as possible. That's all I gotta say. Let's get back into the what if. So Deku let a city got 20 place. I'm speeding my voice up because I don't got that much time left, and I want to get to the at least ball throw before this video ends. So I'm going to be talking a little faster than usual. Sorry for that, but yeah, and I'm talking fast because I can tell, but I can't stop because yeah. So since Deku is deaf, he runs in and people tell him to stop. President Mike wants to tell him to stop, but he knows that he's deaf, so he can't say nothing. So he just says everybody to copy off that kid and go. Deku lets robots circle around him, and then he does a massive explosion, destroying a lot of them. Still trying to ramble. The 0 pointer comes. Let's say he got around 300 points before the 0 pointer came, and then he uses something that he hasn't used before. He uses his hands and his feet, and he jumps, making little sound waves explode off of them. He didn't even know he could do this, but he goes with the flow, and he practices a little bit before he decides to go straight at the 0 pointer. He dodges, like barely dodges in between the 0 pointer's hands, and manages to land on the head of the 0 pointer. Using all five of his focus blast for the day, because he can only do 5 a day. I'm pretty sure I said something like that. And to make the 0 pointer a little bit more challenging, they picked, I'll say, half a point robots. So they're like half the size of a 1 pointer. So yeah. And Deku, every time he steps, he just does an explosion. A sonic boom. I'm pretty sure that's the correct word for it. And then when he gets straight to the middle of the robot, well, what he thinks is the middle of the robot, which is actually the middle of the robot, he does the loudest explosion he can. Time to sync the vibrations of his bones all the way to 250, making a explosion, a sonic boom, loud enough to completely crack the back half of the robot and make the front half a little bit cracked, would be the correct word. And then he picks up Uraka and drops her in front of Recovery Girl. The reason that he dropped her is because he doesn't know respect. And the only reason he even picked her up is because he wished when he got hurt somebody picked him up like that. So he decided to pick her up. Let's say he picked her up right style, because why not? And for the 2 weeks he waits, and then he gets his acceptance letter. He practices on shaking his hands and feet to do explosions, and he practices on more focused out of his mouth blast. He learns how to do a little bit more. Let's say now he can do 10 because I'm going to need him to be able to do a few. So now he can do 10. With that, he goes and I don't know if I want to give him one for all. I forgot. Let's say he's going to get one for all, but not right now. Let's just say later in the line he's going to get one for all. So he has to. He made a joke and told everybody he has a second quirk, but he doesn't know what it is. He was just joking though. But little does he know that's actually going to pay off in the future. So he goes to the first day, and Inko wrote Aizawa a note. Yeah, she knows Aizawa because she's the English teacher. She's the first regular, well, non-hero teacher in UA's history. The rat, because I forgot his name. Principal Nezu, I mean, not the rat, because I remembered his name, decided it would be cool if if a civilian was able to go into UA, and he's decided to try it out this year, and he hired Inko. Inko is the English teacher, because why not? So she writes Aizawa a note saying, "Have fun, my son is deaf. His name is Izuku Midoriya," and she puts a winky face, because yeah, the ship for Inko, because why not, is going to be Aizawa, because it just seems cool. And they're going to have a kid, but the kid's going to be nice to Izuku. But yeah, I might branch off into the backstory for part 3, because why not? Seems a little bit more fun. And anyway, let's get to this boss row. Aizawa grabs a piece of paper and writes to the deaf kid in the class what he's thinking. He doesn't actually write this, but he picks Izuku Midoriya, here's your gym uniform, and go to the locker rooms. He writes down the locker room's number and change into this, and then he writes down the field number and goes here. And as Izuku Midoriya gets up and walks out the classroom, Aizawa tells everybody that he's deaf and he can't hear pretty good. Like, he can't hear basically at all. They say he can hear just a little bit, so if you yell loud enough, he'll be able to hear you slightly. So he can basically perfectly hear Bakugo sometimes, not all the times, but he can hear Bakugo every now and then when Bakugo gets mad enough. So yeah, his goodest friend is going to be Bakugo, since how loud Bakugo is just in general. Just for now, because like I said, he's going to learn how to hear in the Stain arc, which is not that long into the anime. Like, basically, yeah, only like in part 5, basically, he's going to learn how to talk. Because I want to do longer series, even if they don't get that many views, because I like generally don't care no more. Like, I care, but like whatever. Anyway, I'm going to record again. Not part 3, but I'm going to record something. I don't know what. Maybe a new series, since I am stopping What If Deku was a singer. And I think I said in 2 more days after, or 1 more day after this one. I'm pretty sure, but yeah. So Deku goes out to the field, and while he's waiting, he's just throwing the ball up in the air. And Aizawa sees that he has the ball, so he writes down on the paper, go here and throw the ball as hard as you can using your quirk or without your quirk. Deku throws the ball, and with his hand he uses a sound. No, go.
No.
Go. No, go. You can ask me later, go. You can tell me later.
I'm gonna tell you my daddy's story.
Okay, I'll clean them in a minute. Go on. No. God. Great. Now I didn't even get to get done with the boss row. Basically what happens is he shakes his hand as he throws the ball, and a sonic boom comes out, and he throws the ball. For the run, he does basically the same thing as Bakugo does, jumps and uses his explosions to go. For the long jump, he basically does what he learned how to do while fighting the Zero Pointer, barely managing to do this. Like, he's putting strain on his body because he doesn't know how to control his quirk, and it takes a lot of focus and strain to pinpoint the exact spots that he wants to go to. Usually when Usually when he does explosions, it doesn't strain his body since he's just shooting them out willy-nilly. But when he focuses, he has to channel in certain spots, actually hurting his body. But I'm going to have to land it off here at the long jump, reminding myself I'm ending it off at the long jump. Okay. This Shadow Master signing out. See you in, let's say, 30 minutes, because it will take that long for me to finish recording, most likely. Okay.